So I guess the big news is Tucker Carlson and Fox News part ways. Now this is a NBC News report, and you never know what you're going to get with NBC. And I haven't read the article, so I really don't know either. But at the same time, what does it matter? Tucker Carlson and Fox have split. It's the big news of the day. Other than that Don Lemon guy, and I don't know a lot about Don Lemon because I don't watch that crap. Quite frankly, like I have no idea. That's like watching The View or something. I don't know. Those are not shows that I'm particularly going to be paying attention to, and neither should you. Quite frankly, I mean, like if you're watching stuff like The View or your wife or kid, get them off that crap. They don't need to be watching that. I don't even know what that's all about. It's almost like when Roseanne came back, but then they fired Roseanne. They called it something else. The last name of the show or something. I don't know. The last name of the characters, whatever they called it. I don't watch that. Nobody needs to see it anyway. Because from what I understand, and I only read like 2 seconds of like, it turned into a real show. And by show, I mean expletive in front of show. It was a show. So, no need to watch all that. But with Tucker here, so let me scroll down and just see what this person, Daniel Arkin, has to say. Fox News said Monday it's parting ways with Firebrand anchor Tucker Carlson, the network's most popular primetime host. He's the most popular primetime host that there is by far. And to add the network in front of that makes no sense whatsoever. The guy kicks the crap out of NBC News, CNN, MSNBC, all of these other places. So, I mean, you could already say, it's so funny, Daniel Arkin. I'm not attacking Daniel. I don't know you, but with Firebrand, how is he a firebrand? All he does is just talk to people. Mostly, I mean, he spends a few minutes in the beginning of his segments talking about stuff. But all the stuff that he talks about goes right into the segment itself where he talks to the person about something that he was just talking about. Meaning that if it's men and women's sports, he's got a woman who went against a man and something ain't right with that. And everybody knows it. And so, so he's not Firebrand. He's kind of down the road middle, I guess you would say. I don't know. But it just, writing on stuff like this, on articles like this, always cracks me up because, Tucker's a firebrand and the network's most popular primetime host. I mean, factually, that is true, but it's also true across the board for every network. You could say Tucker owns nighttime television at 8 p.m., throughout the board. I mean, he just slays in the ratings, and so it's just kind of weird. And he says, and a leading voice in modern conservative movement, known for his conspiratorial rhetoric and culture war provocations. Good grief. I can't read any more of that, but anyway, Tucker is gone, and the network announced the stunning day's news after it agreed to pay $800 million. Okay. So the network paid $800 million to Dominion. I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't fight that thing or at least say something. I don't know enough about the case to posit a theory on it other than to say that with Bongino leaving and now Tucker Carlson leaving, an $800 million payout, which, by the way, I also read that they lost another $1 billion immediately after they fired Tucker. So, they took the $800 million hit to this one corporation for what I'm not really sure about. And then they took another $1 billion hit from shareholders who just threw up their hands and went, Bud Light, we're out. It cracks me up in a way, yeah. It's not a get woke, go broke situation. I don't know for certain that it is. but it may be. The Murdochs are smart and savvy business people. They've been around for a long time. They own billions of dollars and they have a lot of businesses. And so sometimes, the network itself is getting long in the teeth. They don't necessarily have a farm team, so to speak, coming up through the ranks. They certainly have some talent there, but all of the talent there realizes that what they need is a Logitech camera, a computer, a microphone, and some equipment. And guess what? You can make your own show out of that, right? And so here are these two people talking about it, and this guy is saying all of this, but Tucker is gone, and and good for him. This is a huge win for him. I saw the Rubin Report, a clip on that shortly this afternoon, and he was saying, how amazing it is to have the freedom that this guy Rubin has, and when you do stuff from your bedroom or from like an office area like I have, you do have a lot of freedom. I mean, I can pretty much say whatever I want. And I do sometimes couch what I do say, like the Dominion stuff. I don't know enough about it to say anything. I think they were wrong to pay $800 million to this company that, well, we're not really sure about. But, so he's got a large, he's 53 years old, which means he's 1 year older than I am. He's got a wife and kids and all of that stuff. And, it seems like that he would just take a vacation for a little while and enjoy his life. He's made enough money. He can just disappear. And nobody knows where Matt Drudge went, right? Nobody's heard of that guy ever again. And so he could pull a Matt Drudge and just disappear. But this article says he regularly drew controversy for incendiary statements about race, immigration, LGBTQ rights, and other topics. You know what? Everything the left hated about him. So, the controversy was always on the crazy people's side. And I have explained to you a number of times in writing and here on the show that the only thing woke is depopulation. It's a top-down system for people in power to use in order to depopulate the earth. And if you want to see the writings, you could go to wokenewsreport.com or Woke News Report, the Substack. All of this stuff, race, immigration, LGBTQ rights, other topics, whatever other topics they are. There's like 30 other topics. It all has everything to do with depopulation. That's all it's ever been about. And so, but good for him. I think Tucker's going to be fine. Obviously, everyone else thinks Tucker's going to be fine. He wasn't nearly making the amount of money that he could have been making. And he may have actually, with the extension that he signed a couple of years ago, he may have actually lessened the amount that he could have made. In other words, it kind of harmed him a lot more taking that deal than if he would have went out on his own then. He could obviously have already built his brand on there, and there's intrinsic value to building your brand on Fox News, obviously. But, he probably missed out on a whole lot of money by not going and jumping ships a long time ago. So the fact that he got fired, everybody that I know in life has been fired, and everybody that I know that has been fired, it stings in the beginning a little bit, but you realize it's the best thing for you, and it's the best thing that could ever happen. And so I'm really happy for him. For the Don Lemon guy, I don't care. I don't know. He's Jesse Smollett to me. Jesse Smollett faked that thing. He went to prison for like a day and a half, and then he got out, and now he's directing movies again like nothing ever happened. So, people on Don Lemon's side, they fall upwards. They don't fall down. He's going to be fine. Somebody's going to offer him some, multi-million-dollar contract to come and work and, basically sit around and do nothing, I guess. I don't know. The people on the left, they always fall upwards. But, Tucker climbed his way to the top. He's at the top, and he's only got more to the pinnacle to go. I mean, he's going to be all right. So I appreciate you tuning in to Woke News Report. This is my thoughts on Tucker. It's a real short video, but we're going to start doing this on a regular basis. If you want to, click the like, subscribe, share with your friends, spread the news. We're just trying some technology things right now, but we're actually going to be going before too long. So thank you for tuning in, and we'll talk to you soon.